What is up, guys? Sent here, back at it again with another video. Today we got some news today in baseball, and we're gonna go in order as of the way they came out. And this is up to past the Josh Bell signing, so some's going in from last night. First off, Cody Bellinger has received 5+ year offers. It's a lot for an MPB player, in my opinion. Yeah, let's just skip the no decision on Judge. Chad Smith for Jeff Criswell, small minor move. Next up, we got Red Sox notes, Bogarts, Wong, Vasquez, Contreras, Heaney. Sadly, no one knows two for them, but we'll see that in a second. Cubs, Braylon Marquez agrees to a minor league deal. Nice. Solid pickup. He's good. Then the Cubs signed Cody Bellinger to a $12.5 million salary and a $5 million buyout on mutual option. Guarantee $17.5 million. That is a lot for Cody Bellinger. That's ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, yeah, he's won MVP before, but still. Have you seen the last 3 years? He's had like a 76 OPS plus in the last 3 years. That's atrocious. Hopefully they get good Cody Bellinger, but if they don't, this could be a very bad signing. Next move. Giants showing interest in Sean Manaea. That's cool. Dodgers, Rockies, Reds exploring center field market. I'm surprised the Reds are even exploring anything. Brewers signed Adonis Medina to a minor league deal. Former, I don't know if he was with the Mets last year, but I'm pretty sure he's been with the Phillies before. Solid player. Maybe they'll end up getting him. And here's another big one. Mitch Haniger to a 3-year deal to the Giants. Giants get their guy. Maybe not. It's reportedly a $43.5 million guarantee for 3 years. That would be about, I think that's about a $14 million per year contract, if I'm not mistaken. Next up, we got Andrew Heaney to the Rangers. Here were some earlier stuff about this. And then the main thing that came out, Evan Grant of the Dallas Morning News reports that Andrew Heaney will earn $12.5 million in guaranteed money in 2022, with the ability to earn up to a $5 million more on a performance bonus. This has been since released that it's a 2-year, $25 million with $37 million in possible money if he hits all his incentives, which is probably has Cy Young in it, so likely isn't hitting all those incentives. Let's check this. Oh, the first ever MLB lottery. We'll go from here. Yeah, you already saw it. The Pirates won it. Then Nationals, Tigers, they jumped. Rangers jumped. Twins jumped a ton. They were projected to be about 13th, I think. And then the A's, they dropped a lot from 3 to 6. Went 60 and 102 and got the 6th overall pick. That's tough. But the Pirates won the lottery. That's a pretty good win for them. Padres and Red Sox interested in Seth Lugo. David Price won't be pitching in 2023, yet apparently he isn't using retirement in it. So basically he's done with baseball, just he ain't retiring. Pretty weird. Then the Phillies, they signed Taijuan Walker. That's crazy. Taijuan Walker to a 4-year, $72 million deal. Boris always gets his guys money. I think this is a little bit of an overpay, but it's Scott Boras. Hard to get a Scott Boras client, so you got to overpay to get him. That's how it normally goes with Scott Boras. Next up, you got the Cardinals signing Guillermo Zuniga. Then Phillies closed to signing Matt Strahm. They ended up signing Matt Strahm. Solid move. I think he got about $7 million a year. A little high in my opinion. Josh Lester to minor league deal with the Orioles, former Tiger. Next move. MLB trade rumors. 17th year birthday. Congrats. It's the website I'm on right now. Then another big deal. Jameson Taillon on a 4-year deal to the Cubs for $68 million for 4 years. Honestly, that's kind of low. I expected it to be more, but that's pretty good for Jameson. It's good for both teams, I think, because if he plays well, it's going to look good. In my opinion, I'd give that about an A. I'd give it probably a B. Next move, Aaron Judge, $360 for 9 years, $40 million a year. Personally, I think it's a little bit of an overpay, but he played amazing, so fair enough. But still, I think it's not going to work out in the later years, but I think it'll work out for now, so I'm going to give it about a B+. You had to get your guy, and you got to pay a lot to get your guy. Apparently, the Padres offered him $400 million. That's wild. Next up, Mets sign Jose Quintana to a 2-year deal for only $26 million, so $13 million a year. That's actually really good. Quintana played very well this season too. He looked amazing. So overall, I think that's a good signing for the Mets. I'd give that probably a B+. Rule 5 coming up today. We'll see how that goes. Might report on it if it looks good. Red Sox sign Kenley Jansen to $16 million even per year for 2 years, so $32 million total. For the Red Sox, I think that's a little bit of an overpay because he's getting up there in age. Although I think he's a good pitcher and everything, I think he's probably a top 10 guy, but Red Sox had pitching issues, so they needed to get a guy. So they got Kenley, and can't totally blame them for getting a guy. Casey Sadler to Mariners on a minor league deal. I'm pretty sure he had Tommy John coming into this year. So he's basically just going to see how that goes and hopefully get back up. This is probably the second biggest signing of the day. Willson Contreras, 5-year deal, $87.5 million, $17 million a year. But his fielding is terrible in my opinion. But he is a solid hitter. Overall, I think this is a little bit of an overpay in my opinion. But you got to get your guy at catcher. That's pretty much going to do it. I'll see y'all in the next video. See y'all in the next one. See ya and goodbye.